Good morning, and let's look at the top 5 stocks to watch out for in trade as the markets will open at 9:15 a.m. So here are some of the stocks that will be in focus today. Starting with the pharma sector, we do have Aurobindo Pharma, which posted its earnings, and it's a very strong set of numbers posted by the earnings, like most of the other pharma companies as well. So we're seeing that the revenue has grown by around 16% and it's come in at 6,483 crores. Also, the profits of the company have seen a 26% jump on a year-on-year basis, and the profits stand at 806 crores for this quarter. Margins of the companies have also seen a good expansion of 170 basis points around, and margins have come in at 22.1% versus 20.4%. Now, what is driving it? Driving the growth is obviously the better than overall performance we saw in the revenues of the company, while the operating leverage also is done quite well. So that is all what has actually resulted in a better results for the company and a better performance for the company. Moving on to Coal India. Now, the state-run company has seen a decline of 16% in its profits, but on the revenue front, they have seen a growth of around 3.8% on a year-on-year basis. So that's surely a good growth that we are seeing by the company in terms of revenue, and the revenue stands at 21,153 crores. In terms of the margins also of the company, the operating margins, we are seeing a 90 basis point expansion, around 90 basis point expansion, more than 90 basis point actually expansion that we're seeing. So that is also surely, it is coming at 18.8% versus 17.7%. Sorry, that will be 110 basis point expansion. So a good expansion in the margins as well, and a good performance overall from Coal India. They've also announced an interim dividend, so that is something we're overall going to watch out for in trade today as well. Moving on to NALCO. Now, the company has seen a turnaround and has reported a profit this time of 107 crores versus a loss of 28.3 crores in the same period last year. So last year September quarter it was a loss. This time it's a profit. So surely they're seeing a turnaround. Though the revenues of the company, if you look at it, they have remained flattish at only, we're seeing a growth of only 0.48%, and the revenues are coming at 2,374 crores. But overall, the sales of the company are back to pre-COVID levels, so surely a positive sign over there. Plus, a profit turnaround also is a good sign coming in over there. Moving on to Power Grid, again on the back of its earnings, we're seeing that the profits have risen. Actually, it's a mixed set of numbers. The profits have risen by 24% and are coming at 3,117 crores, while in terms of that is mainly led by the higher revenues that they're seeing. So the revenues from operations have grown by 4.3% and are coming at 9,057 crores. So all in all, a decent set of numbers from Power Grid, and we'll keep an eye out on how Power Grid performs post its numbers. Lastly, we have airline stocks that are surely going to be in focus today, as the government has allowed to increase the carriers' operations up to 70% of their total fleet due to the rise in the passenger traffic from 60%, which was permitted earlier. Also, SpiceJet has posted its numbers, so that is also something that we're going to be keeping an eye out on, and how all these stocks perform in trade is surely going to be on our radar at 9:15 a.m.